Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's Victoria 2 is the Netherlands. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, we do have some more naval capacity. Can I build 4 more I can build 2 more dreadnoughts. Do not build them both in Amsterdam. That does not make any sense. We get 2 built here. I assume we should get some more as time goes on, just because we're going to be getting a few more of these things actually built. Or maybe not. Maybe we've actually completely built all those that we actually possibly can. So we'll get these 2 dreadnoughts going at least. After that, we'll get 1 battleship and 1 cruiser. Just again, we need the Navy to be as good as possible. Well, I mean, we don't need it to be as good as possible, but we would like it to be as good as possible. Just make sure we can, 1, mostly fight the British. By the way, are you attack? Your hull defense? Like, I'm even thinking if maybe it's worth it to get the, let's get at least, like, 1. Like, these should be fast. Like, how long is this going to take? It's going to take 2 months. So, you know, let's get these basic naval techs. I'm sure the organization will matter somewhat. Maybe a bit more organization there. More organization. So, let's get, like, 2 of you guys done. Navy's attack +1 would be nice. You're also more organization. Like, your supply range. The supply range doesn't really matter too much when you have, like, a pretty big colonial empire. You just get more colonial prestige, but it's way past that point of that being relevant. Polymers. Fabric output goes up. I mean, supply line plus 50%. We don't need it. Like, we're not actually feeling huge military at all, really. Coal production goes up. RGO factory throughput tech plus 10%. You know what? Let's go with you. Let's get some shit work. The elections are underway. And apparently there's a lot of liberals now, which is unfortunate. So we're probably going to change the government type as soon as they almost certainly will vote the liberals in charge. And we'll just immediately replace them because they're garbage. You're still at war with the Americans. How is that war going out for you? Still plus 48. Mostly for attack. For battles. I mean, no matter what, the Americans are going to lose. It just depends on which of these they actually go with. The War Pacific actually is not progressing as fast as I would have thought. There we go. The Navy is doing pretty well. 14-14. Actually, it's 44-14. We don't have a lot of light ships. But I think that's kind of fine. We're going to 2 more dreadnoughts. Another battleship's going to be done soon as well. The Navy is looking good. Or at least I hope it is. Of course, we're going to go for less free trade. Like, we want to actually support protectionism because those are the parties. So, because the liberals do not like protectionism. So hopefully if we can make the people more protectionist, they won't vote in the liberals. Hopefully. But Greece has gone fascist. They're opposed to everybody now, which I think means that we can maybe get some control over the country. For now, let's decrease the opinion of the British in Sweden. Getting a few points there. Not that it really matters too much. We can actually probably decrease the opinion of, I think probably France next. I mean, they're the next highest, so I think just getting them next would make the most amount of sense. Let's drop down the cordial. It doesn't really seem like the AI has any real interest in getting them anyways. We don't want interventionalism. We want either to do planned economy or state capitalism. Those are going to be the best for us. Yes, the liberals did win. They got 50% of the votes. And guess what? You're not in charge anymore. So I think you're the anti-military communist. You're pro-military. We just don't want moralism or residency. Like, that's going to cause so much unrest in the colonies. You also don't want pacifist. I think we're just going to put you guys back in charge. Again, constitutional crisis, yada yada yada. It doesn't matter. We get more military points out of it. Also, shit. Open all the factories, because if you don't, there's a chance that everybody goes. What do you guys want? No, we're not going to pass the draft reforms. We're going to increase military spending or increase I mean, you're all looking good, I think. We do get 8,000 research points, which is nice. We're also making some money again. So you're for the fascist. Population growth. That's fine. I'm not too worried about the fascists coming to power. 15 liberal in the upper house is fine. Because again, upper house does not make any difference whatsoever anymore. Like at this point in the game, it's meaningless. Just train up some more infantry is fine. Infantry is just kind of like the easiest thing to throw out there. We're still getting more craftsmen, but I think we need more craftsmen. The telephone company. Did we ever build the car factory? We did. It is losing money right now, but if you just don't think about it, it's all going fine. Constitutional crisis. Yeah, crisis smites just. We don't care. We'll intervene immediately. Navy organization. We can also produce tanks. That is what I was looking for. Because getting some tank factories, they're expensive, but it's okay. Put tank factories in these two provinces here. It's gonna cost about 60,000 pounds, but with like 10 million in the bank, we're pretty fine. Like we're not worried at all. Oh, okay, you guys done. Beautiful. And now, we still want to be expanding naval bases. I'm gonna open Hearth Furnace. Naval base here, naval base there. 69,000 troops in the Bahamas is a little bit of a threat for sure, but it's not that bad. Could be a lot worse. Expand all the naval ports. I know these naval ports at the moment aren't doing much. Because going to level 4 is nice. Or even actually going to level 5 also is pretty good for us. It actually allows us to build significantly more dreadnoughts. We can also get, I think, Greece up to neutral at this point. No, cordial. Oh, right, we're doing better than I even thought. Yeah, because level 4 naval bases are fine. I mean, they give you more points. That's really about it. They're not going to give us the... You're still at level 2, huh? Yeah, because you're level 5, you're level 5. The more level 5s, even level 4s. It's all good. I think battleships need level 4s to be built. Yeah, you're going to go up to level 5, which is nice. You're going to go up to level 5. We can actually probably build like almost 10 more dreadnoughts once it's all said and done. And 10 dreadnoughts is nice. We're going to get all these built up. And again, that only costs like £1,000,000. Like, we have so much money just kind of sitting in the bank right now. Okay, Brazil has become a republic. You're now no longer the Empire of Brazil, you're just regular old Brazil. You're neutral with everybody, friendly with the Americans. Not a huge surprise. And you're still at war. Also getting a lot of prestige. If you're still at war, don't know how that really affects us too much. I mean, again, it does mean that crises are still less likely to happen. Yeah, you're actually losing war score now because you don't have Alaska. I think the British have really shot themselves in the foot by putting that war goal on. Still, we wouldn't have enough to actually use mass politics at all. Education efficiency. Conscience goes up. I mean, we don't need it anymore. Like, we're at 92% literacy rate. Getting that extra... How much would it be? Literacy rate. Getting the extra maybe 0.3 points Well, so I guess it's 0.3 plus 450%. So the extra like 2 or 3 research points. It's like kind of like not super necessary. Let's get global interventionalism. We do have economic interest across the entire planet for sure. And Italy, you're still in 9th. And hopefully Japan is catching up. Yeah, still need like 300 points to even get to the 8th place. And at this point, the only way I can see any one of these people dropping on the great powers is if they get dismantled. Austro-Hungary needs to be destroyed, or the Russians need to be destroyed. France, I mean, the British could also lose a lot of power. Because a lot of their industry, I think, is fueled by their massive sphere and their massive colonial territories. And if they can't get those resources, it would be good for us. Of course, Britain does have like 400 brigades. They're actually not mobilized right now either, which is just horrifying. How many does Germany have? 411. Russia has 213. France has 180. So, like, if anything, we are just... United States has 341. But that's after mobilizing. Like, our army is just pathetic in comparison to everybody else on Earth. Which is, I would say, less than ideal. Ethiopia, we can apparently put them back. Is that into our sphere? Yes. Lovely. Because, I mean, our sphere is doing A-okay. And I think Greece can actually put into our sphere as well. So thank you, Greece, for having your coup d'etat. That allowed us to actually get another sphere member. And are you even friendly with anybody else? The answer is, like, not really. And you know what, Greece? We can have an alliance. The Ottoman Empire... I mean, we're opposed. France is putting a few points into them, but not that many. And you are also just fighting it out. Like, nobody is going to be able to build a Suez Canal at this point. And this is in Bolivia. Again, I don't really care about Bolivia. If they have, yeah, I mean, it's only 12 stack. It's only a 12 stack. It's not that bad. I'm sure the Bolivian army can hopefully deal with that. We lost 16% support. Liberals have gone up a little bit. Conservatives have gone up a little bit. Again, it's not a huge deal. How is party loyalty looking, by the way? Did all of our loyalty just kind of like dissolve? A lot of it has, for sure. So, I mean, I'm thinking, like, do we just... I mean, if I just make everybody support the parties that I want, it would lead to a situation in which I won't need to get the constitutional crisis penalty. But I think it might already be over. Yeah, it's already, like, not a big deal. I think it only lasts for, like, a year at most. And who are you at war? Bosnia was trying to take over some territory, which seems like a very... dumb idea for you to make Bosnia, considering that they were allied to the Austrians. And we'll see if Austria tries to do anything with them. No, the answer is that they just kind of leave. Which is surprising, because Serbia actually has cores there. I'm surprised they wouldn't want to try to push those onto them. We'll get some taxing efficiency. Be 7%, which will actually make us a decent amount of money. We don't care about debts too much. Like, most of the time, debt doesn't really matter. We have two naval capacity. We could build, like, a man of war. Probably wouldn't be worth it, but we could do it. How long would it even take to build a man of war? Still 192 days. It's faster for me to build a battleship than it is for me to build a man of war. I don't understand. I would like some explanation on that, but I have a feeling I'm probably not going to get it. And our sphere is still looking completely okay. Like, the AI just doesn't want to touch anybody in our sphere. Militancy. I mean, almost... Okay, we'll do it this way. And, you know, Egypt, we're at cordial. We got immediately discredited. Like, immediately. Which is hilarious. But what if I just stop doing anybody else except for Egypt? Like, we're still going to get a lot of points. Like, we're actually getting points so fast that I think the AI is just like, we cannot compete. Which is amazing. Like, if I can take Egypt, build the Suez Canal myself. You know, Japan, you can try to influence the Swedish all you want. I don't know why you would even try to target Sweden. I feel like there's probably countries that are closer to you, but yes, give me that prestige. We're already almost at 100. So you're now at the friendly. And yeah, it just seems like nobody else wants to even try. Okay, so we got a crisis down in southern Chile. Are you still fighting people? The answer is no, but I do see you have a handful of Chilean communists, which is probably going to overthrow your country. Why would you ask me to do it, though? What about Patagonia? Chile, are you in? Yours practiced by the Americans? You know what? Let's try it. That's there we go. Patagonia is now independent. They're immediately in our sphere. So, I mean, that actually worked out really well for us. I'm not going to really focus on doing anything with them. And you are now allied to the British. The Austrians are getting a lot of allies right now. It's a little bit worrying. Patagonia, sure, we can have an alliance. Like, are you a republic? No, you're a constitutional monarchy. They might just take over what government type you are. But I mean, that's, you know, another ally in South America. Not too bad. Who are you guys? You're also communist. And you also got some in Peru. They're actually just all over South America right now. Now, you guys have fun with that. I'll be over here in North America, or in Europe. Trying to, you know, get all my ducks in a row. So it's 1914, which actually could mean we can research the last level of naval tech. It also gives you +2 attack, which I think is pretty good, and it actually is what we're going to go with. Again, I don't know how much naval support you can have with a level 6 base, but I assume it's pretty good, seeing as you don't get any new unlocks with it. You're trying to also influence Patagonia, and we're actually just going to put them in our sphere immediately, which now allows us to build the Suez. We'll found the Suez Company, which is going to cost a lot of money. 1 to 3 million pounds. We have over 10 million, so we're fine on you. Pay or owe 3 million. Gives the highest chance of under construction. Oh, you just saw us to build it faster. Yeah, give them as much money as they need. 3 million pounds? And actually, I already own the territory now. So that actually will mean that the AI doesn't really care about Egypt anymore. And the reason that they're not going to care about Egypt anymore is because they can't build the Suez Canal, because I'm building it. I mean, it worked out well for me. But now it also allows the AI to focus on every other country, because they're probably spending all of their influence on trying to take over Egypt. What about the Ottomans? You're friendly with basically everybody. You're opposed to us. Nepal, technically we could take. What about like Mexico? You're cordial towards us. What about like go like with you here? We got a 33 stack. Let's just send the 42 division up towards the north. Kill these two guys. And the British do not like that we're trying to do stuff in Mexico. Yeah, we'll win these battles pretty easily. You guys go back to the French border. With France, still does scare me a little bit. I mean, not as much as the Germans, obviously, but Germany is I mean, we have 185 relations. Like, we like the Germans, and the Germans like us. We just don't have an alliance yet. And it's mostly just for political considerations, and I don't know what I could possibly do to make them like me more. Actually, I think this will actually allow us to probably get the British... Or not the British, allow them to get the Mexicans in my sphere as well. Yes, always lose militancy. And yeah, so you've now capped out at your maximum. The Arab revolt. Do I have any territory down here? I guess I have, like, this Suez. National agitation. We lose 10 prestige. Let's put them down. And then here, who has the highest defense? We could start building tanks. Not the worst idea. Like, how expensive are tanks? 12, 12, 12, 6. I probably... I know, how much do you... We actually produce the most amount of tanks in the world. What are we going to do? We're going to buy out as many tanks and as many aircraft as we possibly can. By the way, look at their price is just tanking right now. We're just buy up as many of planes as many tanks we possibly can get. The reason we want to buy up these tanks is, for one, we'll have all of them, and the AI will have 0. And that helps me out. But also because... Wait, it's 1914. Can I research, yeah, aeronautics will actually allow us to build planes in our army. We want to be replacing... I think it's the engineers get replaced with tanks. You have maneuver, discipline, siege, 1. I mean, you have less siege, actually. So I'm still not too sure who is the best, exactly for this. And you know what? Let's actually shift craftsmen to soldiers for now. In all of Europe. And we'll make you into soldiers as well. I think 4% is about where you want to be for soldiers. And I'm kind of fine having slightly less craftsmen. Oh yeah, we can build something in Sinai as well. Well, what does Sinai even have in it? It naturally produces cotton. So I think that's good for... You can just make a clothing factory then. No, you need fabrics. Fabrics can be made with cottons. There you go. Make a textile mill. There are also some people who like to throw bombs around here. Wait, no, it's already gone. Oh, there we go. We fixed the issues. But I do think this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks so much for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. Not enjoying, throw you thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.